This is Kelly Misgorski.
And Ryan Frankowski.
And you're listening to
Mocktails Are Messy. Kelly, what are you drinking today?
With with tequila.
It's lavender, honey, and rose water. I do gotta say, you look really sexy today. Look at this little outfit. You look like a Southern belle.
Oh, I mean, I used to be.
I know. You were in Beaufort, South Carolina.
And Mississippi.
Oh, fuck. That's
and
right.
Florida.
Oh,
I've
my
been
God.
all over. I've actually been in the South. I mean,
more than you've been in the North.
In the last 10 years, yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was in South Carolina recently, and I thought of you being only 2 hours north of Beaufort, your old home. I love Charleston.
Oh, isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
So much Southern charm. I love the Spanish moss that hangs from the trees.
Yeah.
I love the, what would you call the houses? Like the...
it's not colonial, is it?
Well, we love the architecture.
Of the South. We love the Southern architecture.
Yeah.
It's just got a colonial, I don't know, those double-decker porches?
Yes.
Like the front
so
porches?
Your aunt, did she have the blue painted on the porch, on the front porch, on the top?
She did not. She had more of a traditional, like, it almost looked like it was a northeast home.
A lot of them
in the
have
South.
blue. Okay.
What's the blue for?
Some people say it keeps spirits away.
Oh my god!
But I think the truth is that the bugs stay away. For some reason, they see the blue and they fly like up into it because they think it's the sky.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know. I don't know which one is correct, but those are the two theories that I've heard.
I like that you kind of know these little details that I would have never even have guessed. I guess you lived there long enough to figure it out.
Well, I lived in Beaufort for 3 years, and they all. I worked in a really cute little town called Habersham. And they all had the blue painted above their porches, and it's just something, it's like a thing.
Yeah. Now, would you eventually, like, maybe one day move back, or no? Too hot.
In another life. It's not too hot for me. I just moved back home to be closer to family, and I'm gonna stick to it.
I know.
I'll travel down there. Maybe I'll be a snowbird and live there half the year. I mean, people do that.
I was like in Charleston, and I'm like, wow, this is like, I've been there a couple times, but this was like the first time that I got to explore a little bit more. And I know there's a fly.
There's a bug. Okay,
What
did you know
the
that
hell?
Charleston actually is one of the top 5 places that people are moving to right now?
Why is that?
I don't know the reason behind it, but I know people are moving away from like
big cities. New York, Chicago, Miami,
LA, even San Diego.
Yeah.
People are flocking to Charleston.
Well, I get why, because it's so quaint, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
The historical buildings and architecture just make you feel like
Sorry,
you're in this.
They're all flocking from Austin too.
Oh,
I just came to. I was like, it's not Houston, it's Austin. Yeah.
Okay, I kind of knew that you were gonna say Houston, but I thought, Austin, but I thought people were really loving Austin.
I don't know. It's kind of like that song. Like, did your boot stop working? Did your truck break down? Like, now you're drunk and washed up in Austin. Like, it must be washed up there. I don't know.
I know. What the hell's going on with the bug?
We're just going to have to ignore it.
Can we
can't go
grab
on.
it?
I don't think we can.
I know. We're going to have to, like,
things
fumigate
annoying.
the studio, right? But Southern Charm is actually filmed in Charleston.
Okay.
It's a good show. I think it's just like interesting to see the like Charleston city. Like, you know, when you watch these reality shows, sometimes it's all about like just kind of watching the cities. It's still like, it's really.
Did you get it?
No, I don't think so. I did see it kind of fall, but I think he's just like playing games with us.
That thing is fast. It's like a gnat, but a fast gnat.
I
just
know.
for those of you that can't see it.
It is a really fast gnat. You did.
Oh my God. Can you see it on my hand?
Oh my God.
Can you see?
What?
Ew. High five to me.
Thank God you got it. Cheers to you getting the gnat. I
Thank you,
love it.
So, okay, we need one messy story from Charleston. What is your Charleston messy story?
So, real estate agent, met him at Republic. and then went to Dudley's, and you would not expect this other character there. I always say character. Why do I say character? I think it's just like
everybody's a character.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own character, and some people's character is garbage, and some people have a really great character.
Yes, I just love like interesting people that are like not only.
You've been meeting a lot of good ones.
Yeah, I don't know. And this wasn't even from the apps. I found these guys that just out and about, like went to Republic, didn't find any girls. They seemed to be all paired up. They seemed like they all had their boyfriends out.
Oh, in the South?
Yeah.
You're either with your girls or with your boyfriend.
Yes, there were a lot of bachelorette parties in Charleston. Just
they
like
had
going
like the
down...
biggest group of girlfriends.
Yes.
Like when I was in the South, I was like, how do you have 30 close girlfriends? It's like they're just like this big group.
It's cliquey.
It's like it's a thing down there, and it's not like it could be cliquey, but I'd say it's cliquey up north too. It's just smaller groups.
Right.
It's like larger flocks down there.
Yeah, I wonder why they like flock together like in
know.
such a large group.
If you're from the South, comment below. Why is that the case? Because like us Northerners, we don't.
Yeah, we have like maybe 5. We run like maybe 4 to 5 deep.
Yeah.
Not like 30.
Like no new friends.
Maybe it's a sorority thing.
Maybe.
But yeah, there was just like this really attractive, interesting dermatologist that I met at Dudley's.
Did you get them to check out that thing on your ass?
What? I don't have anything on my ass. Oh, that's news to me, girl. I mean, maybe eventually I might have something.
A tattoo?
Yes.
A Mocktails or Messy tattoo?
I would love to get a little Mocktails or Messy. The emojis, like the cocktail glass, the olive, and the messy face.
Oh my God, we need to do it together. I need to stop interrupting you, though. Please finish your story.
I love when you interrupt me because I'm usually the one that's rambling.
I'm just having too much fun with you. I've missed you. You've been traveling for the last 2 weeks.
I'm done. I'm staying put for at least a couple of months. We've been working remote, and that's just not the same as working together. Yeah, but I do think that, you know, this with cocktail is really good, delicious. However, sugar, I think it's a little higher in the sugar department. 13 grams of sugar. This is really good. I mean, it's worth the sugar. 13 grams
if
is
you're
not
gonna
bad.
do it.
I know. Right? Don't be trying to do that, because now that after watching that interview about like the sugar content, it's like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Like if you do the sugar-free version, like it's just as toxic as like doing tons of sugar.
Right. And I think going back to when we had your grandparents.
Oh yeah.
Your grandma and your grandpa. They are in their late 80s and 90s. They are fully active, no health problems. And your grandma told me she eats a pastry every day for breakfast. So, you know what? Like, limit the sugar.
Right.
If you're trying to, like, I don't know, it can age your skin a little bit.
I think it's just moderation.
Well, I do have a story about you. And I want to say, like, in high school, especially if you're an athlete, like, nothing counts. You can eat whatever the fuck you want, right?
When you're that young.
We were at our friend's house after school, and they had like a snack cabinet, and you were like, I'm going to go make myself a salad. And everyone's like, oh, okay, like that's weird. He's going to go make a salad. So you get a bowl out, and you ripped up like fruit roll-ups into it, and then you put like fruit gushers on top. Gushers were like the toppings, and you put like multiple packs in it, and then you just like ate the shit out of it. And I remember everyone in the room was just like, what the fuck? Can you explain your thought process behind that?
Oh, yeah. You know what it was? I have not had that kind of food. Like fruit roll-ups and gushers were not allowed in the Frankowski household. I literally hadn't had that in probably months.
Oh, my God.
And I'm not going to go buy it. Like when you're in like high school, you're not going to the grocery store.
I don't know why I'm dying over this. It's just like...
I was shocked to see that they had like all this selection of fruit by the foot, fruit roll-up, gushers, like all the things that I love.
I think you put some like Welch's gummies in there too. It was just... I just couldn't believe you did that.
Was I trying to make, you know what, knowing me, I was probably trying to give you a little like, wow, or shock.
Well,
like, look at him.
You did it. And I'm thinking, oh my God, he eats like this all the time.
Oh no. That's the first mistake, because the fact that I didn't eat it for like so many months and I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, probably should have been a fat kid.
If you hadn't ran 10 miles a day, you probably would have been.
Yeah, I think a lot of it was.
Because we were cross-country runners.
Yes, yeah, a lot of it was. Like, I remember even going to my Aunt Colleen's house, and she had this little, like, cookie jar, and it was filled with all this goodies, and we never had that growing up.
Did you get into it?
Oh, yeah, and it would make a noise. It'd be like the little, it'd be like...
Would your mom hear it from the living room and be like, Ryan, put the lid back on?
Yeah, my aunt would be like, oh, wow, you're going in there on another time? What's going on? Somebody got the cravings or the munchies. Oh, God.
That's too good. Okay. Oh my God, you're so out of it. Okay.
Oh my God, that hurt.
Oh, that was your knee?
Yeah, but it's okay.
Oh fuck, your face is red. Do you want to cry?
It hurts a little bit.
You're gonna need to work on that if you want to get a gig.
Oh shit. I just got asked to be on hold for a commercial in LA.
Did you? Right after you said you were done traveling.
I know. But you know what? This is the thing about it. It's like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'm like, kind of like, I got to focus on other things, you know, like real estate and podcasting. And, you know, I just feel like there's so, and even like the design certification. Do you think that I'm doing too many things?
I was going to say the man with 1,000 things on his plate. I don't think it's too much if it's not too much for you. It would probably be too much for me in the stage of life that I'm in right now.
Yes.
Only because I have kids. But
well, let me ask you this. I just don't know how certain people, like, do they just not sleep as much? Like,
it kind of can be like an IQ thing sometimes.
Okay.
Where people just get bored.
Yes. Yes. That's a good point. And I also think it's a lot about discipline. Like, I think if we are disciplined, like, there's so many moments throughout the day that I'm like, picking up my phone, looking at social media, even though for our business, we have to be looking at social media, but I put the limits on it. Like, I put like certain time limits on my apps. Mm-hmm. So now it's like, you went over your max. So then I kind of really have to retire the phone for the day. Mm-hmm. So sometimes when I'm not like, you know, messaging you back very quickly, it's because of the time limits that I got actually from Girls Gotta Eat podcasts. Raina, she was like, I set my time limits because it's become a problem, you know. I think it's just like normal in like everyday people's life. Like, I remember working as an engineer. I was like, I think Facebook was really popular then. And I remember I'm like, I can't have it on my work computer because that shit is like addictive with the notifications.
Oh, I would never have it on my computer. No.
Yeah.
No way.
Right? Like, just
I actually regret, like, I regret putting notifications on my Apple Watch now.
Yes.
I thought, if I have a notification in my Apple Watch, it'll make me use my phone less. But it just feeds into the whole cycle.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I actually have to reprogram my Apple Watch and take off certain notifications.
Well, I think we do have that ADD, but, you know, I thought, like, I might need to, like, talk to, you know, somebody about that, but kind of on that, like, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. I know we talk about it all the time.
I was diagnosed in elementary school.
Oh, my God. So your parents were just kind of like, don't need it.
Well, actually, they tried to give it to me, and I came home from school and said that I hated it.
Right,
and they actually didn't make me do it again. And I think as a kid, you would hate this feeling of like feeling more focused.
Yes. Yes.
I remember in elementary school, it was a spelling test. It was like 3rd or 4th grade. And I'm like drawing pictures on the spelling test. And then like, I didn't even it's like, I blacked out. I didn't even know there was a spelling test. I'm just drawing pictures.
Oh, my God.
And they actually sent me to the principal's office because they thought I was being rebellious.
And just drawing pictures.
Yeah. And I truly wasn't, like, trying to rebel. I just, like, totally zoned out.
Yeah, that's kind of scary to think about as like, you know, a little kid and you're just like getting in trouble for something that you couldn't control.
Yeah, it happened to me actually a lot.
Oh, damn.
Until I got the diagnosis.
Do you think that that has kind of shaped you the way you are today? Like, you know, this very like personable, funny, bubbly type of character because you really weren't able to focus in on like the education or like the books.
Yeah, you compensate.
Yeah.
But also, I feel that it is who I am today.
Mm-hmm.
I also try to just be more understanding. If something is coming across a certain way, I don't react impulsively. I try to investigate first before I try to give people the benefit of the doubt before I jump down their throat.
That's
or assume
good.
something. I'm really big on like I don't make assumptions.
Yeah. I feel like you're definitely understanding of me whenever I'm going through a tough time or if I'm a little bit quiet. You're like, hey, you okay? Like, you want to talk about something? You're like always reminding me, like, hey, like you gotta smile. Like I was stressed out a little bit earlier.
I hope I don't do that too much to you.
No. I think it just is a good reminder to like stop and smell the roses. And you know, when I was away, it was really relaxing. And I do have to say, I totally disconnected. I was with my Aunt Peg. My mom came down. We were supposed to meet with like her newly single daughter, who was dating somebody similar to who I was dating.
Oh.
You know, older. So her daughter was supposed to be there. She lives in New York, and like she had kind of had a similar relationship 7 years, and she wasn't able to make it because it was Pride weekend. And yeah, I just had a lot of like relaxation, and like even my aunt is now into the mocktail movement because she will still do the drinks with her like family and friends, but she said that sometimes she'll like do a full bottle of wine, and it's like, okay, I need a break. Like she doesn't have a problem with like weight. She's very fit.
Yeah.
But like I think it's just like, I don't know. Like I think we all kind of after the pandemic went a little bit too extreme with the vino, the wine, the Truly, the White Claw, whatever it may be. I think it's just
I think some people fell into a bracket that they weren't typically in. So for me, I've always been like, if I'm opening up a bottle, I'm finishing it.
Yes. Like I remember me doing the same things, and I realize now, like I had this epiphany today. It's 6 months sober.
Oh my gosh, congratulations.
Thank you. But I kind of did piggyback off.
Yeah.
Cheers. 6 months, baby. No,
really
I don't know how long it's going to be, but like this is just feeling good.
Doesn't
and, like,
matter. You're taking it day by day.
I'm taking it day by day.
I'm so proud of you. You look great.
Thank you. I do feel great. I think it's just one of those things that like I love to still incorporate like you to like enjoy yourself. There is no pressure. I think also too, like when I was drinking, I was trying to escape when I was working in these corporate jobs or even these jobs that like were providing like me like a decent lifestyle, and I realized that I just want to be my boss. I want to be my own boss. I do not want to like, as a freelancer, you are your own boss. As a real estate agent, you are in charge of your business. You might be under a brokerage.
Don't forget, you're working for the talent agencies too, and you're getting side gigs.
Oh, for sure.
Some of them are really big. So
I am my own boss in a lot of these a lot of these industries. I think when I was working for somebody, I was very unhappy. So like I incorporated like, okay, where's the happy hour? Where's 5 o'clock? Where's 6 o'clock? Where's the bottle of wine? And it's just like one of those things that I realize now, like
I get it.
Taking it out, like I might be able to incorporate it back in my lifestyle. However, taking it out, I realized I wasn't clouded. Now my judgment is
you need
like,
to do that every now and then.
Yeah, to
you
reset.
Do.
Well, and right now it's easy for me to be like able to like really focus on nutrition and health and like sobriety because it's like I don't have a relationship that I'm going out to dinner enjoying. Like I will say there is something to be said. If you're dating somebody that you need the booze, might be a problem.
That's
like,
not someone you should be with.
Right. Like if that's where your happy place or hobbies are, which is very common in New York. And like it's just because that's where you meet each other.
That should not be common. Like that is so sad.
It is, but it's kind of a thing. Like, you know yourself, you've dated people, and like sometimes it was just like all about like, meeting on the weekend, or like if you like were getting like a little messy and
Honey,
like naughty.
I've dated like 2 people.
Oh my God, that's right.
I know, I'm pathetic, but
I can't believe that you dated only 2 people. That is
I don't really like open up that easy. And that sounds ridiculous. Now we have a podcast.
Well, but I'm gonna date for you.
2 people.
I'm gonna do all the dating for you.
And I'm married to one of them.
I know. I mean, that is kind of nuts.
Well, I live vicariously through you. I tell you that.
Yes. Well, and I think too, like, I'm never gonna really want to settle down unless, like,
I could see that coming.
You think that I will?
Oh, no, I could see you not settling down.
I don't know. I just think I get so bored easily in my attention span, or maybe it's like more, I can't figure it out,
I think
Kelly.
You've been with me the longest, baby.
I know. You're my right-hand woman.
I'm your girl.
No, well, I do want to, get you to watch Southern Charm on Bravo. I want you to watch it.
Let's do it.
Because, like, we need to do a little, like, maybe, like, we can have, like, a little binge night, you and me and the kids.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. I want you to see what Craig Conover is creating at Sewing Down South. It is such a cool setup. They have pillows, they have hats, they have like all this, like, definitely like was interesting and empowering to see like somebody that was a lawyer. And then he moved into this space of like home decor, and he's just like continuing to rise and rise and rise and get like, these speaking engagement roles at like the Atlanta Market Fair.
Yeah, okay. And he's dating who?
Paige DeSorbo. I think that's it.
Oh my gosh.
DeSorbo? She
from
is,
Giggly Squad?
She's the giggler.
Shut
She's a
the
giggler.
front door.
I know. And I think about you and me, like, kind of like, they all say that there's like these 2 friends that like come up to them and be like, oh my God, I'm such a Hannah Burner. Or, oh my God, like, that's a Paige. Like, you know how you have those friends.
You're a Paige and I'm a Hannah. Or is it the other way around? Shit, I don't know.
I kind of think it is.
Fuck, it's the other way around.
It's the other way around.
You're Hannah.
Yeah, I'm probably a little bit of like more of a Hannah, don't you think?
Now that I'm thinking, it's like we're similar, we're BFF.
Right.
No, it's the other way around.
You can be a little cold-hearted bitch, right?
Is she a cold-hearted little bitch?
Paige. She's a little Scorpio cold-hearted.
Well, you're a Scorpio.
I know, but I guess I feel a little bit more nasty, obnoxious like Hannah, or maybe the tables have turned. And then you like are now a little bit more. We can't figure it out. Like, out of the gigglers, guys, comment below if you listen to Giggly Squad, or Summer House with Paige DeSorbo and Southern Charm. She's dating Craig Conover. I don't know. I mean, Hannah's the stand-up comedian, Hannah Burner.
Okay.
And she did perform in Pittsburgh. I was going to try to get tickets, but then, like, it switched. And so, anyways, I don't know.
We're a mix-up. We're scrambled eggs.
I know.
Take those 2 yolks, scramble it up. We're scrambled eggs.
Or maybe we're just Ryan and Kelly.
Well, yeah, we are.
Maybe we're just Ryan and Kelly. We're our own person.
I just love them.
I know. They are so cute. And like they banter. And like I know whenever you were always like, oh, we got to take this out. That's boring. This, that, and the other. But I think sometimes like it's really interesting to like hear the like bullshit banter that people are like having whenever they're on the pods.
I think so. I mean, it can be. It depends what you have time for and what you're looking for.
Yeah, that's true.
So you know a little thing about, like a little something about Cali sober.
Yeah.
So.
This drink is so fucking good. I can't stop.
So, like, if you're getting high because of the THC bonds, can you, like, put it in butter, and then can you get high from, like, eating a steak that you cooked in butter?
I heard that that's a thing because the fact that it was, I guess, like cooked and it made it like it create. I don't know.
I mean, there's olive
oil. Yeah, you definitely do.
There's olive oil with it?
So there's like olive oil, THC olive oil.
What? Where do I get it?
Yeah, I mean, it was a Cali thing whenever I was out there.
That's cool.
Yeah, I know. I thought you might like it. I mean, so Cali sober to me is everything like, but like you're sober, but you still dabble with the weed, the THC. So you won't drink, you won't do any drugs besides weed because it's a natural drug. And, California, I guess, is big on, like, just being... Like,
that's cool, but let me debunk it. Alcohol is natural, too. It's just, like, fermented. I could eat a piece of fermented fruit and...
That's a very good point. Now, how do you describe that to somebody that says, oh, no, alcohol is a drug, but it's
they're
in
both,
fruit?
Like, drugs.
Yeah.
I think, there's a fermentation process with fruit, but...
Well, and I think, too, like, you're not going to get really, like, drunk unless it's concentrated alcohol.
Right. And you'd have to work for it.
Yes.
Just like if you ate one, like, pot leaf, probably won't feel much either.
That you can't get high from eating a pot leaf. It has to be, burned.
Or the bud?
I don't know.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I heard it has to be dried and dried and burned.
Oh, that sounds like a crazier process than the alcohol fermentation process.
I know. So maybe there's something to be said with that. I mean, I don't understand. Like, we should probably do our research.
Yeah, probably.
You're so funny. I mean, I think to myself, I'm like, I would like to be Cali sober, but I did really feel like I was always like misplacing my phone or misplacing my keys, or it was just like, and it was also making me like super like munchy, hardcore munchies.
Oh, that's so funny. I haven't had weed in a very long time, but when I have it, I don't get the munchies.
Yeah, how the fuck does that happen?
I don't know. I just feel content.
You're lucky. That's like really unheard of.
It's if I have alcohol, I'm like, let me order a whole pizza and eat it.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Kelly, for talking about my little trip down south to Charleston.
We all love to take a trip down south.
Oh, yeah. What kind of trip you talking about?
You know.
You are such a breath of fresh air, Kelly. Thank you for cheersing to my sobriety 6 months sober.
Thank you for listening to Mocktails are Messy. This is Kelly Misgorski.
And Ryan Frankowski.
We love you guys.
Mwah. Ciao, bella. Ciao, bello.
God, I'm going to piss myself.
Did you want to pee?
Yeah.